If you are unfamiliar with using Facebook timeline covers, this brief demonstration will show you everything you need to know to get started. The first tip I want to show you will make it easier to place your photographs into your timeline cover. In Adobe Photoshop, you want to go to Edit, Preferences, General, and here you want to be sure Resize Image during Paste Place is checked. This is going to automatically scale large size photos to fit into the timeline. Now we go over to the Layers panel. You'll see some layers. Two such layers will be named Delete. Here is a place card for our profile picture, and this is just a placeholder so that you can see what your photograph is going to look like after it's posted on Facebook. This says delete, so you want to be sure to delete this layer or turn off its visibility before saving it. Next, you have the background, which is the actual Facebook background, and this is also set to delete. You want to be sure to turn this off as well before you save your document for the web. You can turn it back on while you're working so that you just get a general idea of how this is going to look once it's placed on Facebook. Next, we have some layer groups. Layer group 1 is entitled Text, and if I toggle off the visibility, you will see that the text has disappeared, and the same applies for the shape border and the logo. Some of our timeline covers come with custom logos, and you are free to use those on your timeline cover. They are sized for the web, so they won't work for printing. If you'd like, you could purchase one of the matching logos to go with the timeline cover to use on all your other product packaging. Next, you have the actual photo prompts. This timeline features space for 5 photographs, and you see them layered here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right above each photo prompt is a blank layer that creates a clipping mask to add your photos. And to add our photos, here's what we'll do. I'm going to start with photo 1. If I turn this off here, you can see which photo that is. And I'll turn it back on again. And to add our photos using the clipping mask, what we'll do is click on the actual layer of the clipping mask. In this case, it's named Photo 1. Now I'll go to File, Place, and select the photograph that I want to add into that place. Now you can see that by using Place, it has automatically sized the image to fit the template. However, I'm still going to need to do a little bit of adjusting to make it fit perfectly into the photo prompt. And to do that, all I'll do is hold down my Shift key and grab one of the nodules at the corner and drag the image to size. Once you're happy with the size and the placement of your image, double-click or hit Enter on the keyboard to apply your changes. Now we're going to move on to photo 2. Holding down your Shift key, drag the image to size, and continue on with your remaining photos. Here I'm going to go to number 4.
And 5.
And finally, for photo 3, I want to show you how to add a photo directly from your Photoshop interface. So I'm going to grab the photo that I'd like to use and drag it into Photoshop. And now, instead of clicking on the clipping mask, I'm going to click on the photo prompt itself. So I'll click on Photo 3's photo prompt, and then I'll simply drag it into place. And finally, to edit the text for your logo, all you'll need to do is click on the text layer, highlight the text. Every timeline template will come with a link to download the font that I've used for the template, or it will tell you which default font I've used. Once you have your text highlighted, you simply type in your name and position it to fit. In this case, I just grab the Move tool and slide it down a little bit. If I feel like the text is too large or spanning too far, I'll just open up my character palette and change the kerning a little bit. Now to finish off our template, be sure to delete the background layer, and then we'll go to Image, Trim, and we're going to trim based on transparent pixels and make sure all arrows are checked. Click OK. And there you have it. Now all you'll need to do is save your file, File, Save As, and then name it whatever you like. In this case, I'll just leave it as it is and change it to JPEG. Save and set your quality. I generally use a maximum quality of 10, so I'll leave that as it is and set OK. And there you have it. Now you're ready to get started marketing your brand with Facebook timelines.